The verdict watch in the Karen Reed retrial. Reed is accused of killing her police officer boyfriend. She denies it. Now 7 women and 5 men will decide her fate. We're also tracking the latest in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. And ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmire joins us now. Brian, good morning to you. It's always great to have you. So let's go ahead and start with Karen Reed. Jury deliberations resume tomorrow. The defense raising some concerns about the complexity of the jury instructions now.
Yeah, when it comes to the jury instructions, it's almost like you have to go to law school. It basically reads, if this, then go to this. If not this, then go to this. If not this, don't consider this, consider something else. And what the defense is arguing here is that similar to the first trial, it's very confusing for a juror, and they are worried that they're going to have the same result as the first trial. They made the point that there are 7 different iterations where Karen Reed can be found guilty, but only one where she can be found not guilty. The defense saying that somewhat, and in my opinion as well, I agree, that's somewhat biased, leaning towards one side rather than another.
And Brian, both sides delivered their closing statements last week. What are their strongest arguments?
So I think for the Commonwealth, their strongest argument looks at the motivation as they perceive it. The video that we saw where Karen Reed and John O'Keefe might have been arguing with each other, some of the interviews that Karen Reed actually gave after the first trial, as well as some of the evidence that points to some of the rearview mirror shards being found in John O'Keefe's body. Now, I know I mentioned 3 there, but it's not about quantity, it's about quality, because the defense has a very strong argument of that there being no evidence of an actual collision, and that would make Karen Reed not guilty outright.
Brian, let's talk about the Sean Diddy Combs case for a second here, because a juror could be getting dismissed over concerns that he doesn't live in the Bronx. So how does something like this even happen?
Yeah, so whenever you're a juror in a case, you have to be within that jurisdiction. And the Southern District of New York occupies Manhattan, the Bronx, Westchester, and I believe also Orange County. So this juror said that he did reside in the Bronx for at least 4 or 5 days, but has a girlfriend in New Jersey. Throughout the trial, an offhanded comment, to one of the employees or one of the workers in the courthouse by the juror said that he moved to New Jersey with his girlfriend. So now he's outside of the jurisdiction. The judge had asked questions back and forth to the person, and it seemed to be unclear as to what was going on. They seemed to be a little evasive. That's where you get the issue of lack of candor. Now, Xavier Donaldson, the defense attorney, led the argument that he should still maintain his position on the jury. The judge made a decision and then came back and said, you know what, we'll think about it. So Monday morning, we'll find out the determination of whether or not he's on the jury or juror number 13 takes his place.
So that'll definitely be something to watch closely. Also, another big headline was Kanye West arriving at the courthouse. You were there, saw it firsthand. What happened after he walked in?
Yeah, I think if you continue this video, you might actually see my hand as he throws up a peace sign to me. But in that video, yeah, there I am right there in the gray suit. He walked into court. He was only there for about 20 minutes. He attempted to get into the main courtroom where Sean Combs would have been and the jurors, but he was actually not on the list to get in. So instead, he went into what's called the overflow room. There are 2 rooms where there's a large video screen where you can see what's going on. He was actually accompanied by Sean Combs' son, Christian Combs. He was in one of the overflow rooms where no one was there. But as we all started to figure out where he was, when about 20 of us or so got in there, he decided to leave and walk out. Again, only there for about 20 minutes.
All right. The trial just gets wilder and wilder. Brian Buckmire, thank you, my friend. And by the way, happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you as well. Happy Father's Day to Whit and anyone else watching as well.
All right. Thank you so much.